Hi Aries, welcome. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome to Destiny Calling Tarot. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is feeling happy and optimistic and positive during these chaotic, stressful times that we all find ourselves in. Let's just take a few deep breaths and kind of center ourselves into the energies here. Okay, I want you to just relax, release any tension in your neck, shoulders, and your back. Just clear your mind of all thoughts and just allow yourself to focus on the breathing. So we're going to take a great big deep breath. Ready? All right, so on the exhale, we're going to really just envision and picture that all of the negative energy is being released from our body, all of the toxic, yucky, negative stuff. So another deep, deep breath. And exhale. Right, so that's really helping to clear out our system. Anything that just is not serving us can kind of just drift away. And then on the next one, we're going to start bringing in the positive. We're going to bring in the yummy, juicy, good stuff that we all want to have in our lives. Ready? Big deep breath, guys. Doesn't that feel wonderful? Can't you feel it? Can't you feel the vibe changing? Can't you feel the energy shifting? All right, Cancer, this is your read for the time frame of July 16th through July 31st, 2020. This is a general read for the Cancer Collective, so where it's going to be so general, just keep in mind if certain specific messages are not resonating, don't try to force the messages simply to make them fit. It means those particular messages weren't meant for you, and at the end of the day, that really is truly okay, right? We want to make sure everyone gets their message. And dates as well are general guidelines here in the read. So you might notice that the energies are appearing for you a few days, weeks before and after these dates. We certainly are all in different parts of our journey. All right, here we go. We're going to get our first message just to start things off, and then I'll move into the Oracle card. So this is just a quick message, get the ball rolling for the Aries Collective. And it came flying out. So it says difficult times, be on your guard against chaos and unforeseen perils or emotional upheaval, which are foretold. So no super surprise here. This is pretty consistent for many of us during these times that we are going through difficult times. So what we're going to do today is we're really going to focus very intensely on the positive things that we see come out of this reading. There is always something to be grateful for. And that gratitude, that practice and attitude of gratitude is the first shift towards making changes to the positive, right? All right, so I'm going to ask that Spirit joins us to select your messages. So this is going to be for the Aries Collective, and it is for the time frame of July 16th through July 31st, 2020. What message, Spirit, did you feel you would like to have come forward? What message, Spirit, did you feel will be the overall message here, the overall energy for the Aries Collective? First card out for you is Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. Hopefully this is going to provide you with some And I will even take just a moment to read directly for the book on that one. And then we'll get into, of course, the tarot. All right, so it says, after something has run its course and died or been released, finished, surrendered, completed, or ended, there is a promise of a new beginning. Rebirth is assured just as night gives way to dawn and the bat emerges from the darkness of a womb-like cave. That spirit has come to remind you that this rebirth is a miraculous one. For the very best elements of what you had to give up in the death of the old are still present in this new, amazing, life-forming now. This is the miracle and magic of rebirth in every aspect of your life, including the rebirth of faith in your ability to establish new and healthy relationships. That's a big message for some. That spirit reminds you that at present you are in unknown territory and may feel as if you are lost. I think you're definitely not alone in that, Aries. It's definitely widespread for sure. However, you are called to trust that your intuition will be a reliable guide as you give birth to something new and unfamiliar. That spirit has listened in the darkness of night and has heard all of your hopes and dreams, your fears and worries, and assure you that this new version of your dream, this move from darkness into light, from lost to found and death to rebirth, comes to fruition with love at its core. That spirit asks you to trust that what seems to have died is actually shape-shifting into something even more meaningful and wondrous than before. Isn't that what most people have been searching for? Something that's more meaningful. And if you truly do believe it, it is on its way to you. If you feel you are in the dark, know that come morning all will be revealed and things will be in a new form that is right for you. So there's also a protection message here. It says, what are you refusing to let die? That spirit is gently nudging you to let go of your need to cling to the unfamiliar story that has already run its course. A new story is poised to be born. Some dreams were only meant to last for a moment in time. Sometimes they were only there to slow you down as you recalibrated in preparation for the new life that will give you what you really, truly want. Perhaps you need to grieve as you say goodbye to something. At least you're saying goodbye to its familiar form. Perhaps you must let go of a part of you that must die so that you can be reborn. This temporary time is in the dark. Doesn't have to be scary or sad. That spirit gives you her power of perception and awareness as you learn to listen deeply and navigate these unknown caves of temporary emptiness. This is a really big and interesting comment here. Temporary emptiness. This is, I think, where an awful lot of people on the globe are very much going through this together, right? I will say that the number 5 on the top of this card, number 5 is all about change. You will emerge with a new perspective, and Bat Spirit will witness your giving birth to the life that matches the intentions and desires of your heart and your soul. So right now, my recommendation is definitely to make your focus where you're putting your energy, where energy flows, where attention goes. This is what you need to focus on, and this is what you will be manifesting. So what we're focusing on at this time is going to be a really, really important thing to keep in the forefront of your mind. I'm going to go ahead, get a law of attraction card here for you. This is really just to start kind of putting out there the laws of the universe, how the universe can work in your favor. Spirit, please provide a law of attraction message. I am not in competition for well-being. And at the end of the day, competition really, for the most part, is just you competing against yourself. It says competition can serve you if it stimulates your desire, but it can be a disadvantage if it hampers your belief in succeeding. In this unlimited universe, there is no need to compete for well-being, for your resources are unlimited, truly unlimited. You may perceive a shortage, but it would be of your own making. So, as always, make sure you're filling your own cup first and foremost, and once it's overflowing, then you can go out into the universe, shine your light so bright, and help and assist others. All right, let's get into the tarot. Let's get some clarifying details here for the Aries collective. The clarifying details, Spirit, that you want to have come forward. Okay, prepare yourself. I think intuitively you feel this already in your energies. And I truly am a big believer that this difficult period, this difficult time that you're going through is actually, and I'll show you in the cards, bringing you more so towards what is needed, what is destined to be for you. The universe can definitely work in mysterious ways, for sure. What additional messages, Spirit, can you provide? Clarifying details for Aries. And this is going to be to cover the time frame of July 16th through July 31st, 2020. Thank you, Spirit. Any additional messages you'd like to have come forward, please? Okay, so this one just came up in the Cancer reading. So I find it very interesting how we're all very much, we're going through our own personal dilemmas, our own personal journeys, and we're all in different parts of our journeys, but it really goes to show me as a reader how we're so much more alike than we are different, right? And that truly does allow us to be all in this together. Ace of Wands, first card up. Some, this is specific for some, this is definitely not for everyone. Some are getting close to a birth of a child, so you might be, you yourself might be giving birth soon. You may have a spouse, a loved one in the family perhaps who is giving birth soon. And if that is not the case, it can also relate to very significant male fertility. So if you're a male and you're looking at this time to have children, then this is a time frame where the energies are really going to be working in your favor. For others, it's completely about some form of start which it was completely false. So you may have experienced something where you felt it was really great, or going places and really significantly, and just all of a sudden realizing, yikes, this is actually a false start here. This is not anything to put any more time and energy into. So that's a really big message for the rest of you. And some of you may have felt as though you had some form of power, and I don't really want to dwell on the negativity or the negative aspect in this reading, but the power that it's almost as if you felt as though you had the upper hand over someone, or you had the power in a power dynamic where you really felt like you had all the advantage. And I don't like to give these messages, but it's almost as if you kind of played yourself in a sense. So it's coming to that realization, and no judgment whatsoever on my part, none. The sooner that you come to the realization of that, the sooner you can move forward. And realistically as well, it's a lesson that is going to provide you with wisdom going forward, that is going to be so valuable to you. And it can also be a way for you to assist others who find themselves in the same type of similar situation in the future, especially those loved ones of yours that you'd like to provide some guidance to. So this is definitely where we find ourselves in the difficult times. How we're starting out this reading. Please know that with the number 5, change is definitely happening. We do have major arcana. We do have the Tower card, which appears next for you, Aries. So obviously, and I do feel for this particular read, this is not a little Tower moment. Sometimes it's just a metaphor for what is happening and taking place, but this is definitely, it's a forced change that's happening. You may not be happy with it. It is possibly a breakdown in relationships. It is potential to have a lot of fights. It is a potential to have just an arrogant type of energy, either you or around you. I'm feeling though it's mostly an unwelcome person around you. So there is going to be some disappointment. It is it's one of those life isn't fair moments, right? Why me? But it's definitely almost as if it's a complete and sudden change. So this Tower is very much, it can be shocking to some of you. Some of you are going to be feeling as though you've been living in a rut. You've really had the inability to change. I think for the most part, any change that you're foreseeing is instantly some form of negative change, and it's really going to be so important right now for your own personal sanity that you're going to change these beliefs. You're going to change the mindset into something that is more positive. So you're feeling quite frustrated. For a lot of people though, it's definitely a breakdown here in relationship. It is for others, it can be being forced to move out of a current location that you're at. And then for others, it may be someone who, at work, for example, you're dealing with just somebody who is just completely arrogant, and you're finding that is impacting you on many different levels in your life. So that's a really big struggle for you at this point in time. So depending on your situation, of course, this is the energy that you have to work with. Keep in mind, once this Tower hits, it's going to be about accepting the fact that it is your current reality. And I will tell you, moving forward, look at that. 2 of Cups. So this is about creating strong links, having friendships maybe that are becoming renewed, and just a sense of harmony in yourself and your relationships. This is a sense of cooperation and partnership. So I just really do truly feel that if it's not, it likely for a lot of you is relating to relationships. So you may quite quickly have a turnaround here in your relationship status. So you kind of got rid of the old, it wasn't working, it was too much effort on your part, and it just was not meant to be. But then it does appear here with this card that it's kind of like something that was kind of written in the stars is coming your way, and it may not immediately come, but it's a really beautiful just energy shift here. I'm just seeing like-minded individuals coming together. So it can also relate to in your career, your job. So it might be more so about making partnerships with other coworkers. And for the situation here where you may find yourself being informed that you need to move pretty quickly from your current location where you're living, this can be all about you finding instantly after finding the perfect location for you, the most compatible spot for you to be at, where you're going to be living. You want that to be something that you're comfortable with, obviously. So maybe this is actually bringing you to the point where if you weren't looking for a new place, you would have never found this place, which is completely ideal for you. So it's really going to be about your perspective going forward, and these are the energies to work with. I would encourage you to do your best to just maintain positivity on the way you're perceiving events that are happening around you. I know it can be so difficult. Six of Pentacles, next card. Six of Pentacles is all about success. So I mean, this is about right timing. Things are starting to really match up for you, right? Yeah, I'm really just getting right timing here and success. So the right timing, it's as though it was something that had to come about, something that really had to get your attention and kind of make you start to question where you really truly are headed in your life, and if it is something that really truly makes you happy, if it's something that you maybe are doing for all of the wrong reasons, perhaps, right? So it's really just something that gets your attention, unfortunately, through this harsh reality that comes about with the Tower. But it truly really is moving into the complete opposite direction of things happening for a reason, meaning you're going more towards where you were meant to be, you're being placed there, you're being assisted, you're being guided, things are coming to you more effortlessly, right? Eight of Wands. If anything, Aries, I do know that you are very, very resilient. So this is going to be about definitely quick activity, definitely quick movement. So yeah, new solutions coming up, like I just said, and overall just a renewed sense of enthusiasm for you here. Love that so much for you guys. All right, next up we have Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. So you have just the one major arcana, but unfortunately this major arcana is huge. this tower is a big one. It's a big change. It's a big life change. It's an altering your current reality type of change. But this is going to be about growth here. You're going through some form of it could be abundance, financial, spiritual. It can be even emotional growth. So really highlighting how this tower moment is really going to impact you over the course of your entire life, and it is here to serve you in such a way that during the point in time when it happens, it does not feel fantastic, but it is here telling you with this energy that give it time, this too shall pass, and you're going to be moving forward into a much more harmonious direction for yourself. Try not to hold on so tightly to things that just have run its course and are no longer serving you, really is what it's all about. Queen of Swords. This is about concentration here. So this is going to be where you're allowing yourself to move forward with grace. That's a really big message for some of you. It's going to be about concentrating, focusing. Focus is a really, really big word. It's about focusing where you want to put your energies. Do you want to continue to put them in the negative situations that you found yourself, or do you want to make a conscious effort to stop and really shift your focus onto something that is a much more easygoing, harmonious thought process, a much more enjoyable feeling, and just consciously making your focus something that is more optimistic, something that is more positive for yourself, because you do definitely deserve this. And as I just said with Cancer, it's going to be about baby steps, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're learning a new way of being where the world is shifting now into, we're definitely in a new era, and it's really not going to be easy for some of us to come out of the familiar and move into this unknown territory, and that's okay. We really need to start making, at the very least, baby steps to do that. And then the last card here, Knight of Wands. So this is, again, signifying your bravery to make it through the difficult situations with pride, and really just, it's hugely messaging to you guys that you can go into the unknown, and you can do it with a brave attitude, right? You can do it with just an inner knowing when you connect with your higher self that things are always working out for you, and this too shall pass. You're going to be making it into the next segment of your life. You could be definitely going through changes of cycles and moving into the next big chapter of your life. It's just going to be bumpy to make the transition. All right, so I'm going to let's go for your gratitude message. Please provide a gratitude message for our Aries collective. What did you feel needed to come forward, Spirit, at this time? What important message did you feel you would like to have come forward at this time? On 3 shuffles, please. 1, 2, 3. Attention is the doorway to gratitude, the doorway to wonder, the doorway to reciprocity. So again, when these messages come up, it's really just a reminder that there is always, 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 always something to be grateful for. Sometimes it can take more effort on our part to find those specific things, but they're definitely always available to us. It's a choice. The attitude of gratitude is going to shift things. This is the tool that can be used, attitude of gratitude, to bring you more towards the easier, positive times during your life. This can help significantly to get you moving forward from the difficult times. And if you don't believe me, try it out for yourself. And please, if you can prove me wrong, prove me wrong. But I can promise you that this has worked for so many. And this is just a quick message from me to you. We're going to do 2 inspirational messages here to end the reading on a positive note, right? Let's end it on a positive. All right, your message says, I am safe in the universe and all life loves and supports me. A lot of people are not necessarily feeling the safety that they felt in the past with the unknown. Also says, I breathe in the fullness and richness of life. I observe with joys life abundantly supports me and supplies me with more good than I can imagine. So hopefully this will resonate with some of you. Hopefully this is a specific message that gets to someone who needed to hear it. And if you feel that this information can be helpful to others, please pass it along. If you find that you've resonated with some of this information, please remember to click on like. And if you feel as well that you'd like to come back continuously for these types of readings, remember to click on subscribe. I'm going to get one additional message before we go. Spirit, did you have one additional inspiring message that you would like to have come forward? If you do, oh geez, wow. It says, the greater my storm, the brighter my rainbow. Yeah, so that's confirmation right there. That tells me that the more difficult time that you're going through at this exact moment in time, you're really moving towards something that, honestly, it's hard to believe, but you're really moving towards something that is going to make you incredibly happy. It's just going to be a process to make it to that point in time. But it is on its way to you, and you really do want to start to believe and feel that that's possible for yourself. All right, guys, so that's the end of your reading. I would like to remind you there is a free personal read contest going on. So it's up until July 16th. You can enter your name, enter a comment here down below, and just by doing that, you're automatically entered into this contest. So I'll announce the winner on the next read. Thank you so much for all of the support that you have provided to me. It's an inspiration, all of you, to come together in this community and see such beautiful, lovely souls, right? When we're stuck in a world where we're going through difficult times, we feel that everything is against us. Just seeing that there is good still in the world is really uplifting me personally. So thank you for that. All right, guys, make sure you're taking care of yourself first and foremost. Fill your own cup, make sure it's overflowing with abundance so that you can then go out and help the world and shine your light so bright. Also remember, in a world where you can be anything, be free. All right, guys, see you soon. Take care. Bye.